In establishing Thom Merrilin's tragic backstory, the Wheel of Time books seemingly paved the way for an intense confrontation between him and some of its most important antagonists. Unfortunately, that level of payoff never really happened in Robert Jordan's Wheel of Time books. But after Thom joined the Wheel of Time Season 3's cast, I have a good feeling Prime Video's adaptation will take another approach. After disappearing in the first half of Season 1 and missing out on the second season entirely, Alexandre Willaume's Thom Merrilin made his long-awaited return to the TV series in the Wheel of Time Season 3, Episode 6. His surprise rendezvous with Matt Cawthon seemingly makes him a supporting character in the show's Tanchico arc, which he was indeed a part of in The Shadow Rising. While I'm glad that Thom is involved in this storyline just as he was meant to be, I'm hoping it differs from the book in terms of Thom's personal connection to the Red Odger. Thom Merrilin hates the Red Odger. Elaida's Red Odger lackeys captured and gentled Owen. In the Wheel of Time Season 1, Thom told Rand the heartbreaking tale of his nephew, Owen. As Thom explained, Owen was captured and gentled by the Aes Sedai. Like most men who lose the ability to use the One Power, Owen spiraled into a depression and ultimately took his own life. What happened to Owen clearly haunted Thom, as evidenced by his telling of the event to Rand. That's consistent with the impact it had on Thom and his distrust of the Aes Sedai in the source material. Thom typically advised Rand against taking the word of the Aes Sedai Aes for who perpetrated Owen's gentling. It's known in the books that apprehending a male channeler and bringing him to the White Tower for gentling is the duty of the Red Odger. In the source material, Thom inquired about the identities of the Reds responsible for Owen's fate, and a letter was eventually provided that confirmed the mastermind of the incident. Apparently, it was Elaida who set it all in motion. Both she and Thom worked in Queen Morgase Strachan's court at the time, and she had concerns about Thom's influence. Understanding the emotional consequences the loss of Owen would have on Thom, Elaida arranged everything, setting up Thom's departure from Keemlin in the process. Whether or not this sequence of events occurred in the TV show is unclear, but it certainly could have happened. After all, Elaida was already shown to be Morgase's advisor, and Thom mentioned to Matt that he was once in the Queen's court. Elaida's conniving behavior thus far further reinforces the idea that she could have orchestrated Owen's downfall. The Wheel of Time Season 3 hints at a possible change to Owen's gentling. Liandrin may have helped gentle Thom's nephew in the TV show. Knowing what happened to Owen, it certainly caught my attention when Thom visibly reacted to the mention of Liandrin in the Wheel of Time Season 3, Episode 6. Thom having knowledge of her is interesting, given that she's a Red and could have theoretically taken part in the gentling of his nephew without significant changes to the canon. Liandrin was never named as an accomplice to what happened to Owen in the books, but as a Red, she technically could have been one of them. What's more, Liandrin having a hand in Owen's fate would help explain Thom's warning that Matt and the others should steer clear of her. Going in this direction would be a worthwhile addition to the lore, as it would give Thom a personal link to the Tanchico arc if that's the case. A direct acknowledgement of what Liandrin and her sisters did to Owen could occur in one of the Wheel of Time Season 3 remaining episodes, if and when the two cross paths. This would be a welcome development, especially in light of how the books neglected this particular aspect of Thom's backstory. Owen was always considered an important factor in Thom's original motivations for helping Rand, but he was never awarded an opportunity to get justice for his nephew. Thom taking down a Red, or even better, Liandrin herself, would be one way that the TV series could offer some much-needed payoff for his origin story. At the very least, there should be a face-to-face meeting where he gets to call out the damage the Red Odger caused to his family. Thom needs to meet Elaida in the Wheel of Time's future. Thom wouldn't win a direct fight, but could become a thorn in Elaida's side. The Wheel of Time Season 3 EP 6-39. Image via Prime Video. Thom confronting Liandrin would be a great moment for Willaume's character, but that shouldn't be the end of the story. My hope is that the Wheel of Time does this and more when it comes to Thom's history with the Red Odger. It shouldn't be forgotten that even if she was involved, it's unlikely that Liandrin was the one behind Owen's gentling. The show's portrayal of Elaida, as well as her and Thom's respective connections to the Kingdom of Andia, line up nicely with the books, so much that it would be easy for the series to tie her to Owen's gentling. I see a collision course with Elaida as the perfect culmination of Thom Merrilin's story in the Wheel of Time. So much of what went wrong in his life was due to her actions, and it's not as if Elaida's involvement wasn't personal. The books made it clear that Thom's relationship with Morgase had everything to do with why the Red Odger targeted Owen. It was disappointing that Elaida never had to answer for this in the books, but the TV show doesn't have to go down the same road. With Elaida being in the White Tower as things stand, there most likely isn't any room for any Thom-Elaida scenes in the Wheel of Time Season 3, but as the series progresses, there should absolutely be a chance for their paths to converge in an exciting fashion. If they do, Thom can air his grievances against Elaida and possibly even get some form of revenge against the person who doomed his nephew.